Hope of Zechariah. Day 41, Joshua's turban. Zechariah 3 verse 5. Then I said, let them put a clean turban on his head. So they put a clean turban on his head and clothed him with garments, while the angel of the Lord stood by. Until now, the only one speaking in this vision had been the Lord himself. Then Zechariah opened his cleansed lips and spoke, put a clean turban on his head. It was a tall, wrapped headpiece, a type of turban. Zechariah was overjoyed when he saw Joshua's filthy garments being removed. He had foreseen the high priest clothed in clean robes, and he knew that such forgiveness held hope for all his people. Now he longed to see a clean turban placed upon Joshua's head. The young prophet had grown bolder as the night deepened. He dared to suggest that the Lord still had one more act to perform. But what was so important about the turban? His interruption was not rude or thoughtless. Zechariah knew much about the priesthood, for he himself came from a priestly family. His grandfather, Iddo, 1:1, was a priest, Nehemiah 12 verses 12 and 16. Zechariah had a personal connection to this vision. He felt that everything was now clear and asked no further questions as he had in earlier visions. In the days of Moses, the first high priest of Israel also wore a turban. The Lord commanded Aaron to fasten a gold plate to the front of it. On that plate were engraved the words, Holy to the Lord, Exodus 28 verses 36 to 37. Zechariah desired that same priestly headpiece to rest upon Joshua's head, so that everyone would know the high priest was now sanctified. Never again would Joshua have to hear Satan's accusations. He now stood clothed in clean garments and crowned with a holy turban. Interestingly, Zechariah did not use the usual Hebrew word for the priest's headdress. Instead, he chose the term used by earlier prophets to describe beautiful headpieces worn during times of celebration, Isaiah 3 verse 23. Job used the same word when he said, I put on righteousness, and it clothed me, and my justice was like a robe and a turban, Job 29 verse 14. This Hebrew word also described the royal diadem, the kind of crown worn by kings and nobles, Isaiah 62 verse 3. Now Joshua had the turban, he was complete. His priestly office was fully restored. He had been clothed with garments of salvation and wrapped in the robe of righteousness, Isaiah 61 verse 10. How do you know when your relationship with God is complete? Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and share this video so that more people can be encouraged. Thank you for watching to the end.